What's up, everyone? It's Lens Addict here, and I'm out the front of IMAX Sydney, which has just opened for the day. This is the day that it's open. It's been years that this building is being constructed. For context, this IMAX was delayed. It was due to open just before COVID, but took another 3 years. So yeah, been super delayed. So let's have a look inside this new IMAX. This is the world's largest IMAX, and it's right here in Sydney, Australia. How cool is that? So let's have a look inside. Just for context, I was wrong. The Sydney IMAX used to be the world's largest IMAX screen, but it is not anymore. It is now the third largest, which is a bit of a disappointment. But you'll find that this new IMAX is a bit of a disappointment in many ways, and we'll get into that. Here's the entrance of the IMAX. There's a few touchscreen devices where you can buy tickets or you can just talk to the staff. And there's toilets just coming up here, and it's crazy. There's basically no toilets. I didn't film in there, but there's like only two toilets. Like when the male toilet is, there's one with a door and one urinal, which is crazy for a cinema. Like when the movie ends, there's a huge line for both women and men's toilets, which sucks. Another disappointment, in my opinion, is that this IMAX is now digital only, but the Sydney IMAX used to be 70mm film and a digital IMAX. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, like, it's still a really good cinema, but there's a few other shortcomings other than the way they project the movie, which we'll also get into. For starters, the seats are like leather, but they are fake leather and there's no ventilation in them. So you get really sweaty sitting in the seats, which is not the most comfortable experience. There's the seat map. So this is what it looks like inside IMAX Sydney. And you can see those entrance lights, those emergency exit lights that are green near the doors, and they're super bright, which kind of ruins the experience in dark scenes. I also noticed that they'll sell you seats that are not recliners at the front of the cinema that have this view, and I just can't believe it's real. Like, it was so stretched out and so close to the front of the screen, like it wouldn't be a good experience for anyone. This is what it looks like from the back, the very back, at the expensive seats that are like $200 or $300 that are like the super fancy ones. So that's a more reasonable view. It's a very different experience. You can also see, well, not in this scene, but on the previous photo, you can actually see the exit lights, what they do to the screen. They kind of broadcast this blue hue. And the movie I went and saw was Interstellar, which was really fun. The sound system is really good, and the quality of the projection was pretty good for digital projection, but you could tell that it was just a 4K projection. I've also seen Interstellar in 4K, sorry, not 4K, in 70mm film, and I preferred that to the digital projection as there was just more detail on the 70mm film projection. Sound of the movie was really good. I was quite impressed with that. It was quite loud at times, though, almost hearing damaging loud. Here's a look at the exit sign lighting, what it does. So in the really dark scenes, like for instance the credits here, you can see this bluish, greenish hue on the screen, which sucks. It's quite distracting. So overall, I would say that the experience of IMAX Sydney is good, but it's not that good, and I think it's a downgrade from the older IMAX Sydney that used to be there. This new one feels a bit like a money grab, especially with the seats at the front. Like the first four rows, I would not recommend at all. Like if you have the choice between between like the first four rows in IMAX or like watching the movie at a normal cinema but in like the normal seats, do that. Watch the normal seats because IMAX you're paying like double the price, triple the price. You can't get it discounted. There's no special cheap days. And if you're sitting up the front, it's terrible. Like you literally have to sit like this, watching the movie. Like you'll get a sore neck. The seat doesn't recline. The seat is like a normal seat, but the movie is like imagine instead of the movie being here, it's up here. So you have to look up there. And like you want to do that for 2 hours? No way. I think you'll get a sore neck and like you don't want to be in pain watching a movie. That sucks. Um, but It was like I didn't sit there. I sat in the middle, and that was okay. It was still looking up quite a bit, but it was good. And after a while, you forget that the leather seat makes your back sweaty, and you forget that the exit sign is reflecting on is like broadcasting its own little projection of green onto the screen. You forget it. But it is there, and you will notice it. So look, maybe they can fix these things. The one thing that can't be fixed is the toilets. I mean, I really doubt they're just going to be able to rip all that out and put in new toilets. The male toilet is one cubicle. The women's, I don't know, I didn't look, but there was a huge line at the end of the movie, which sucks. Like most cinemas have way more than freaking, one or two cubicles. I assume in the women's it's maybe just two cubicles, and the males it was one cubicle and then one like urinal, which not enough for that many seats that are all going to be leaving at once. Whoever designed this place, you can kind of tell because this W building was handed over from developer to developer to developer. I think it's been for free developers. So I think it's what's happened here is everyone's going, I don't care. It's not my problem. Hand it off to the next person, hand it off to the next. And that's what you get here, which is feels like a bit like a money grab. But they could bring in 70 millimeter film. They could turn down the exit signs. I mean, legally, I don't know if they can, but if they can, that would be nice. So there's things that can be fixed. The seats could be changed. I don't know about the toilets, but yeah, hopefully it succeeds. If you look at the reviews, I'll actually add up the reviews. I'll put the reviews on screen now, and yeah. So here are the reviews for IMAX Sydney. I guess it's slammed with some negative reviews, unfortunately. Look, I really wanted to succeed, but if you look at what the reviews say, it's yeah, like don't waste your time. You know, wasn't expecting to get a sore neck. Queues of people. Yep, there was one of the self-service machines wasn't working when I went there. Yep, the heat of the non-functioning air conditioning. The air conditioning does work actually, but it's more the seats that are quite warm. Um, yeah, the front row is often all that's left. The recliner seats don't recline as people expect them to. Yep, the light reflections from the exit sign, people talking about that. Seats go way too close to the screen, yep. So yeah, you can just read the reviews for yourself. Maybe they'll improve, maybe they'll fix it, I don't know. But yeah, the reviews are quite negative. They go on and on and on. Damn. They basically echo what I'm saying. There's a lot of negative reviews for this IMAX, unfortunately. Anyway, I hope this helped you figure out if you want to watch a movie at IMAX Sydney. Um, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening all this time to the end of this video. See you all in the next video. Bye.